Let's start with the undeniable. Socks vanish. Not just one or two on occasion. We're talking thousands, maybe millions per household over a human lifetime. That's not clumsiness. That's a pattern, a repeating cosmic glitch encoded in the rhythm of a laundry day. But why socks? Why not t-shirts, hats, or toothbrushes? Something about socks seems to lure the universe into mischief. Earthlings, this is not a mere coincidence. You're witnessing a laundry-level paradox. Maybe, just maybe, socks are the easiest portal currency. Light, abundant, and always in pairs, until they're not. Every time you open a dryer door, there is a micro chance a rift opens in reality, swallowing one sock and leaving its mate behind like a ghosted twin. It's poetic, tragic, suspicious, and curiously frequent. But the real question is, where do they go? Or better yet, who or what takes them? Okay, but what if it's not a cosmic rift? What if dryers are hungry, sentient, sockspiracy? Look, Earthlings, your machines already talk to you.
Please empty the lint trap.
That's demand, that's blackmail. One day it's socks, tomorrow your cat. Let's entertain an ancient idea. Socks as offerings. What if each vanished sock is a subconscious sacrifice to balance chaos and order? Every unmatched pair could represent a bargain. Your lost sock in exchange for cosmic stability. Maybe the laundry gods demand tribute. Maybe they hate polyester. Maybe your sock paid the price to save your Wednesday. Human rituals always had symbolic items, bones, feathers, coins on the eyes. Today, it's athletic ankle socks. Think about it. You search like you have lost a family heirloom. You blame your dog, you blame time, but never the system. And the system, Earthlings, oh, it's watching, measuring, deciding when to take its next sock. The gods don't want your sock. No divine being wants to smell your gym foot. Here's my theory. There's a tiny sock cartel living inside your dryers. They smuggle socks to the shallow dimensions where everyone wears only left foot at once. Your missing sock now belongs to an interdimensional hipster with cold fashion sense. Consider the multiverse, not as fiction, but as your closest worst enemy. Somewhere out there, in the universe X-1999, there is a version of you with triple sock supply, because your lost ones keep appearing there. Imagine a dimension where mismatched socks are the currency of choice. Rich in stripes, poor in logic. Maybe these universes overlap. And laundry machines? They're the rips, the zip lines, the gateways, every cycle a random roulette of which universe your sock ends up in. It's not a malfunction, it's transit. You're not losing socks, you're donating them unwillingly, proudly, interdimensionally. So let me get this straight. Every time I do laundry, there is a parallel me getting my sock. So somewhere there is a glitchy red, wearing 12 socks on one foot, crackling in binary. Earthlings, if you start seeing laundry disappear and spaghetti appear in its place, you've opened the wrong portal. Let's bring quantum mechanics into the laundry room. Socks, like particles, may exist in multiple states until observed. Schrodinger's sock, if you will. Is it missing? Is it under the bed? In the dryer? All of the above until you check. Socks behave like quantum objects, unreliable, unpredictable, deeply annoying. Laundry might be a ritual that forces these quantum objects into a fixed state. You're collapsing sock waveforms, and every time one resists, one slips away. Not due chance, but quantum defiance, a rebellious threat that says, "Not today, gravity, I choose void." That's a fancy way of saying you lost it. Maybe you kicked it under the couch. Maybe your cat's building a sock empire behind your fridge. Maybe socks are quantum, and maybe you're just messy. Either way, Earthlings, get the laundry basket that doesn't resemble a wormhole. What if socks don't disappear, but they slip in time? A tiny, momentary, temporarily loop pulls them backwards or forward, leaving no trace. A sock lost today could appear in 2035, folded neatly inside your future granddaughter's drawer. Or maybe one from 1983 just arrived yesterday and you thought, huh, retro. Time isn't linear, not when dryers are involved. Every rotation could be a trick into a temporal clock. Every fabric softener, sheet, a beacon. You're not just washing socks, you're inviting temporal entanglement. Maybe socks are the travelers. Maybe they just don't send postcards. Socks aren't time traveling, they're just escaping. Imagine being stuck on feet all day. Wouldn't you bolt the first chance you got? Maybe dryers are their underground railroad. Brave little foot prisons making a run for freedom. Hashtag, let them go. Let's zoom out. Could this be an organized effort? A conscious, deliberate removal of socks from human existence. Governments hide big things. Why not small ones? Are sock disappearance being tracked? Is there a global sock census? Or worse, a sock surveillance agency? Patterns are there. People have tracked missing socks for decades, but no solution. That's suspicious. You don't need a tinfoil hat. You need tinfoil slippers. Maybe sock vanishings are messages, warnings, tests. Maybe someone or something is watching your laundry. Sock NSA confirmed. Somewhere in a basement, there is a sock analysis screaming, "We've lost another one!" Earthlings, if Men in Black start offering you one sock instead of 2 pills, run. You think socks are just cloth? Think again. Humans form attachments to comfort, color, even scent. When one goes missing, it's more than inconvenience. It's a grief. It's a quiet mooring you bury under sarcasm, but deep down you feel it. That lost sock held memories, mourning rituals, cold winter nights. That's why the universe chooses socks. They're small enough to be dismissed, but meaningful enough to matter. Their absence echoes, reminding you of things you can't control. A lesson woven in cotton. Value one small thing, because nothing is truly insignificant. Wow, that got emotional fast. Next thing you know, Earthlings will hold candlelight vigils for lost Agrili. He was stripped and brave. Honestly, I support it. Build a sock memorial. Name a street after Lefty. Pour some detergent out in his honor. In astrophysics, a singularity is a point of infinite destiny. In your laundry, it is the place where all socks converge. Maybe there is a spot inside your dryer, tiny, invisible, where physics folds and socks fall in. Not burned, not torn, just gone. These singularities could be the doorways, exits, not into death, but into purpose. Maybe socks are chosen, recruited, pulled into a service for higher order, intergalactic cleaning crews, extraterrestrial puppeteers, or space monks in dire need of foot comfort. So my sock got drafted? Taken to a fight in the great galactic toe war? Earthlings, you're not losing socks. You're losing soldiers. And all you can do is salute, cry, and maybe buy ones with GPS. We close this analysis with a possibility so absurd it might be true. What if the missing sock phenomenon isn't a bug in human life? It's a feature, a small reoccurring anomaly designed to inject mystery, remind you of impermanence, and force you to laugh at your own system. Maybe the universe lets socks vanish because if everything made perfect sense, you'd lose your minds. Mystery is maintenance. It's the universe's way of saying you're not in full control, and that's okay. That's the secret, Earthlings. The disappearance might not mean anything, but the fact that they happen means everything. Because each time you lose a sock, you pause, you think, you feel, and for a moment, you reconnect with the strange, chaotic beauty of existence. That is a gift. Or it's just a prank. One big cosmic prank and the universe is laughing at you right now.
Oh no, where's my lucky left sock?
Spoiler alert. It's in the black hole that smells like fabric softener. Or maybe it's inside your pant leg, and you'll find it mid-meeting like a deranged magician, pulling textiles from your knee. Either way, Earthlings, never trust your dryer. And maybe, just maybe, stop buying 17 identical black socks and pretending you're organized.